Loves, how are you doing today? All right, we're staying on theme, quantum leap, quantum leaping, quantum leaps through Bay. However you want to call it. If you have not registered for the Quantum Leap Intensive yet, monadsociety.com QLI stands for Quantum Leap Intensive. I want to invite you there. It's going to be 3 days. We're going to dive deep and do the actual work to facilitate and cultivate a pivot, a life-changing pivot so that you can quantum leap into the ascended reality you want to be living. So today, we're going to talk about moving through the discomfort of the triggers. Because remember what I talked about with the quantum leap is that you can initiate the quantum leap. There's going to be movement forward. Things are going to start happening. And ultimately, what is keeping you from your desired reality, from living in your desired reality, is your subconsciously stored emotional baggage. Dun, dun, dun. I'll do my own sound effects. So that stored baggage is what will start coming up when you evoke a quantum leap. So you say, or you think to yourself, I want to evoke a quantum leap. I want certain things in my life to be different. I'm ready to make the shift. Well, then what happens is the universe starts delivering, and the universe will start delivering opportunities where you get triggered. Triggered. What's a trigger? A trigger is an emotional, internal, we'll say like a button that gets hit where you start experiencing a lot of discomfort. It can be anger, it can be rage, it can be sadness, it could be that you shut down, it could be that you go silent treatment, it could be that you want to pull away from everything and everyone. We all have different kind of responses also to different triggers, but we want to address the triggers that are there for us as opportunities to neutralize them. I'll give you an example. I was in a car accident in 2015. A month later, I got my business license and started my business. It was a wildly transformational experience for me. But I got in a car accident. That car accident left me in an extraordinary amount of PTSD. I broke my nose on the steering wheel. It was like I had to get surgery. It was not a fun experience. And so I had PTSD and I had a really hard time being in a car. Not fun. So being in the car would activate the triggers. So I actually had to dismantle these triggers while I was driving and having panic attacks on the freeway in LA. Not fun. Affirmations and CBD oil. That's how I move through it. Roll the window down. Focus, affirmation, CBD oil, driving, having a panic attack, thinking that my car was going to flip over. Not fun. I was not able to access or neutralize that experience sitting comfortably at home on my couch. I just did not have those triggers. Now, can you do EFT tapping? Yes, you can get ahead of the wave. Can you do EMDR? Can you do breath work? Yes, you can do all sorts of these things that are going to help you release the psychosomatic trigger that is going to release it. But ultimately, you start evoking a quantum leap. You're like, I don't like the situation I'm in. I'm fed up with this. I want to change this. These are the ingredients to cultivate and curate a quantum leap. Okay, let's go. Let's get ready. Let's start moving some shit. So then you start initiating that. Again, the universe is going to deliver you the opportunities where that trigger gets trigged. Now, I had this today. How exciting. I'm in a great mood. I'm rocking and rolling. I'm like, yes, I've got this. I'm working towards quite a few different things right now. So I'm spread pretty thin, but I'm quite emotionally agile. Like I can do this. I know that I can. And still, trigger comes into my field. Oh no, That weight on my chest starts again. I start to feel that like constriction of, oh goodness. Like I was not triggering myself, being in a great mood, feeling great, feeling the energy move forward. And it felt like a plummet. Not fun. So what did I do? I grab my dumbbells and I start breathing and I start moving some energy. But that's what I want to encourage you is like when you hit that trigger, do not stop. In fact, that's when you want to that's when you want to lean even more into it so that you can bust that discomfort. So when you're leaning even more into it and you're acknowledging, okay, I'm safe. I got triggered. This is an opportunity for me to release that emotional frequency that is stored in my body. That's the advantage. That's the perspective that I want to share with you today to take when you get triggered, whether you're quantum leaping or you're having a lunch with family or whatever it is. Where you get triggered is an opportunity for you to lean in, neutralize that trigger, and diffuse the entire experience. Big deep breath. When you take control of your emotional landscape, meaning no one else has the power to trigger you. And to the person that triggered me today, I saw them as an angel in my life. They're helping me. They're holding up that mirror. It was in a very, beautiful sort of dynamic. And I'm like, oh my gosh, this isn't them. I'm getting triggered. Great news. Also horribly and wildly uncomfortable. So as these quantum leap opportunities start coming up, that is what we focus on, especially from the metaphysical and the energetic level. Everything is energy. You cannot fake energy. You cannot say, look over here and be doing this over here. You have to be in such clear integrity with yourself that your words match your thoughts, match your consistent actions, and how you're treating yourself, your inner circle, and all of those around you. Mostly yourself, mostly your relationship with yourself. Because when you focus on clarifying the relationship that you have with yourself and holding yourself to the promises that you're making and holding yourself to the promises that you are keeping and staying in integrity with your relationship with you, that builds unwavering self-confidence and it builds unwavering self-trust. When you have unwavering self-trust, and also something that is like a dying, absolute golden attribute in this world, is staying true to your word. When you are staying true to your word with yourself, you are staying true to the word and the agreement that you also make with others. This is felt. This is magnetic. This is what draws and aligns opportunities to you in a really, really powerful way so that you attract real people, so that you attract people that have integrated their shadows, so that you attract people who are on the same wavelength and moving forward with you in a really powerful and beautiful way. Because when we're calling in a quantum leap, what it's going to take is the connection with people who are coming into your world and into your life that evoke a certain level of compassion and evoke a certain level of inspiration to you that goes vice versa. So when we're quantum leaping, we're shifting our reality in such a way that not only do we change on a vibrational integrity is one of my favorite terms. I made it up. I didn't hear it anywhere else. You can use it. You don't have to give me credit, whatever it is. But vibrational integrity. Again, it's that your words, your thoughts, and your actions all align. The currency and the frequency of what you are embodying is how you're showing up for yourself in this world. The universe meets you at that frequency. The universe meets you at that frequency. So whatever you are emanating, and remember, you cannot fake this. You cannot fake this. It's a really powerful and beautiful thing. So I'm hearing some questions coming up in the field here. It's that, okay, what happens if you are attracting, let's say, an undesirable circumstance or situation into your life, and you think you're operating on all cylinders of your complete and full vibrational integrity? Well, the universe is bringing you these opportunities. One could be to clear karma. Could be that you have some sort of karmic agreement with that soul that needs to be clear, a debt that needs to be paid or forgiven, whatever that is. So that could very well be part of it. I find that to be true when you find yourself in the deep end of life with somebody very quickly. That to me is often a very clear indicator that you're working and dealing with karmic agreements rather than lessons. That being said, karmic agreements evoke lessons and bring lessons to us and give us the opportunity to offer that forgiveness. Now, that being said, if it is simply a lesson, if it is a combination or an entanglement is when you have a group of people that are all busting a common theme, are all facing an aspect of their shadow together. Entanglements are often a lot of drama, and it's often a lot of he said, she said, and a lot of like, when you get into a certain level of your own maturity, you get really over being in entanglements, but sometimes they happen. There's soul contracted agreements where a group of souls, a group of people are involved in a circumstance that gets really intense to be able to face those aspects of shadow to grow and evolve and ascend, if you're taking that perspective. Some people choose to just blame, turn around and not get anything out of it. And then what happens is they manifest the same entanglement again. Different people, different place, same situation. So if you're not doing your internal work, right, you can finish the sentence. We want to focus on cultivating that quantum leap and showing up as our best selves in the beginning, in the middle, and in the end. And so what that means is that when we get triggered, that we lean into it and we identify what is in this for me. What is the healing that I can evoke and I am experiencing in it for me? Then when you're able to neutralize that, identify the trigger, lean into it, diffuse it, transmute it, you've actually ascended through that lesson. And then some people go, well, I thought I cleared this, or I thought I already learned this, or I thought I already integrated it. Well, if there's a pattern that's coming back into your life, then you're wiser in your capacity to move through it. But it also means that you're older and you're wiser and you have an expanded capacity to be able to release it on a deeper level. So don't get frustrated with yourself if you see a repeat pattern come back. It's giving you the opportunity to master that particular lesson. So if you identify or you notice that you've got quite a few triggers or you're storing a lot of emotional baggage, I really encourage you to participate with us in the Quantum Leap Intensive. It is May 15th through the 17th, monadsociety.com/QLI. Quantum Leap Intensive will bring you there and you can register. There's some other freebies involved. There's going to be 3 days of diving into this content and doing the energy work. Not just hearing me talk about triggers. We're going to go in and find the triggers, and I'm going to teach you how to neutralize them from the inside out so that you are empowered to go ahead and do that at any point in your life going forward. Which, if you think about it, if you have the ability to do that from this point forward, think of how much easier your life is going to be and how much more quickly you can ascend literally for the rest of your life. It's some powerful tools, some powerful information. So I would love to invite you to that. Go ahead and we'll put it in the link in the description below. Join me there. You don't want to miss it. All right, my loves. As we go forth, may we integrate the healing and the lessons received with courage, self-love, and compassion. Our session here today is wildly in love and complete. Mwah! I'll see you again tomorrow.